Hello my awesome people, Skyehawk here, and we are continuing with more Skyrim, and the main quest line. We're going to do a little bit along it today. I don't expect a huge amount of action today, to be honest, so keep that in mind. There's a lot of setup to do with this quest before we can go ahead and defeat Alduin. If you remember in the last episode, I believe we defeated Alduin atop the throne of the world, but he could not be defeated here, so it's important that we defeat him in Sovngarde.
May the gods... What is it that you need?
I need your help. I need to trap a dragon in your palace.
I must have misheard you. I thought you asked me to help you trap a dragon in my palace.
You know I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important.
I'm sorry, but I can't do it. We'll just have to keep fighting the dragons as best we can.
Dragon's Reach was built to hold a dragon?
According to legend. Although I never thought to put the tale to the test.
Okay.
Jarl Olaf One-Eye it was, who later became High King. They say he shouted it into submission in single combat atop Mount Anthor, and brought it back to Whiterun. Numenex was the dragon's name. That's his skull decorating the main hall.
So how can you protect Whiterun from the dragons?
With good planning and constant vigilance. Even now, my court wizard, Farengar, continues his research into ways we might drive back these terrors. We must also have ample reserves of water to combat the fires that will surely spread after an attack. But our greatest weapon? Courage. For if we cannot kill the beast, we must at least have the tenacity to drive it back. Until brave heroes step forward to destroy these monsters, that is the best we can do.
Okay. Going back to my original question, I need to help to trap a dragon.
What you're asking for is insane. Impossible. You want me to let a dragon into the heart of my city, with the threat of war on my doorstep?
Yes. It's the only way to stop the dragon attacks.
There must be another way. The risk is too great.
The threat is worse than you know. Alduin has returned.
Alduin.
Whoa, what was that?
The World Eater himself. But how can we fight him? Doesn't his return mean it's the end times?
It's only hopeless if we give up.
I didn't say anything about giving up.
Well, it sounds like you
Now,
did.
what's this nonsense about trapping a dragon in my palace?
It's not nonsense. It's the only way to find Alduin before it's too late.
I want to help you, Dragonborn. And I will. But I need your help first. Ulfric and General Tullius are both just waiting for me to make a wrong move. Do you think they will sit idle while the dragon is slaughtering my men and burning my city? No. I can't risk weakening the city while we are under the threat of enemy attack. I'm sorry.
What happens if you don't have to worry about an enemy attack?
Then I would be glad to help you with your mad dragon trapping scheme. But getting both sides to agree to a truce will be difficult at this point. The bitterness has gone too deep. Maybe. What of the Greybeards? They are respected by all Nords. High Hrothgar is neutral territory. If the Greybeards were willing to host a peace council, then maybe Ulfric and Tullius would have to listen.
Okay. Forced diplomacy, I like it. Leave that to me. I'll talk to Alngir about hosting that peace council.
Aye, Dragonborn. Maybe you can stop the dragons and this war into the bargain.
Okay.
Now, if you don't mind, I've got a city to keep.
Yes, city to keep. I'm curious, are there any spells we can get?
Has claimed everyone's passions of late. Me, I prefer my books.
What have you got for sale? Books. Let's see. I'm just looking for Alright. I'm just looking for some more spells to add to my destruction because, as we discovered, I don't have much here. Flames and Ice Spike does not a mage make, so books. Already know that one. Lightning Bolt and Firebolt.
The aptitude. You should join the Mages College.
That should help at the very least. Alright, I will see you guys at High Hrothgar. Here we are, High Hrothgar. We need to talk to Elngir here.
Alduin? We heard the Dragon Wren shout from here. You defeated him?
Kind of.
I feared as much. I thought it was him we saw flying east after your battle.
Need your help. I need to capture a dragon.
We are not warriors. What is overlooked in the Dragonborn is not permitted to any other followers of the Way of the Voice.
I'll worry about capturing a dragon. I just need your help to stop a war.
You misunderstand our authority. The Greybeards have never involved themselves in political affairs.
Jarl Balgruuf won't help me with the war raging on.
I see. The dragon will lead you to Alduin, but without the Jarl's help.
Both sides respect the Greybeards. They will listen.
Paarthurnax has made the decision to help you. This is the road we have to walk. Even the Greybeards must bend to the winds of change, it seems. So be it. Tell Ulfric and General Tullius that the Greybeards wish to speak to them. We will see if they still remember us.
Will do. Okay, Tullius and Ulfric. I will see you at Windhelm. Wow, it is very dark and snowy and very, very dark and snowy. Can't even see where I'm going. Ugh. I installed a mod to help with better clouds, but when it's dark and snowy out, holy smokes, it's hard to see. Alright. Man, we haven't even talked to Ulfric yet. Okay. Enter the Palace of the Kings.
Balgruuf won't give us a straight answer.
Just go straight up to him.
He'll come around.
Don't be
Only the foolish or the courageous approach a Jarl without summons.
I'm courageous.
Do I know you?
I believe we've already met.
Is that so? Yes. You were with us at Helgen.
Mm-hmm.
Destined for the chopping block, if I'm not mistaken.
So were you. I helped Raylolf escape. He said he'd vouch for me.
Raylof's alive. I hope that's true. He's a damn good man. But he hasn't returned yet. So I'll need to wait for his account. For now, speak with Galmar. I'm always looking for able fighters. Not everyone can say they made it out of Helgen. Seems we're all branded villains these days. So long as your criminal past stays in the past, and you fight for me with honor and integrity, we'll welcome you into our ranks. And what would you have me do?
No, I need to...
Size you up and see where we can best...
Why are you fighting this war?
Fighting because we're done bleeding for an empire that won't bleed for us. Untold numbers of Nords died defending the empire against the Dominion. And for what? Skyrim being sold to the Thalmor so the Emperor could keep his throne. We're fighting because our own Jarls, once strong, wise men, have become fearful and blind to the people's suffering. We're fighting because Skyrim needs heroes, and there's no one else but us.
I have a message from the Greybeards.
It's about time they turned their gaze from the heavens back to our bleeding homeland. What do they want?
They want to negotiate a truce until the dragon menace is dealt with.
I have the greatest respect for the Greybeards, of course. And the dragon attacks are a growing plague. But the political situation is still delicate. Not all the Jarls are fully committed to supporting me as High King. I can't afford to appear weak. I can't agree to this unless Tullius himself will be there.
General Tullius hasn't agreed to attend yet, but politics be damned, Alduin has returned.
Alduin? The world eater of song and legend? If that's true, well, it changes the situation, doesn't it? Even Tullius may be forced to talk sense in the face of such a threat.
So you'll come to the Peace Council?
Yes. I'll give Tullius one more chance to quit Skyrim with his tail between his legs.
If he's not with us, he's against us.
He knows that. They all know
Alright,
that.
I will see you at Solitude. Alright. Let's go talk to Tullius. I have no love for him, so...
Wait.
No, you don't know me. Go away. Go away. And I'm just gonna walk right on in here. Alright. Tullius, pay attention to me. Hey.
I remember you. You were at Helgen. Speak to Legate Ricka. I suspect we could use someone like you.
That's not why I'm here.
I see. Then there's nothing further to discuss. If you change your mind, speak with the Legate.
I have a message from the Greybeards.
The Greybeards? What do those old hermits want with me?
They're convening a peace council at Hrothgar.
Why? There's nothing to discuss as long as that traitor Ulfric is in arms against his rightful emperor.
We need a truce until the dragon menace is dealt with.
They are getting to be a problem. But I wasn't sent to Skyrim to fight dragons. My job is to quell this rebellion, and I intend to do just that. Dragons or no dragons.
The dragons are a bigger problem now than the Stormcloaks.
I'll be the judge of that. Besides, by all reports, the Stormcloaks are suffering just as much as we are from these dragon attacks.
The best time to negotiate is from a position of strength.
Fair enough. We're driving the Stormcloaks back well enough at the moment, but we're already overstretched. That's what comes from trying to win a war with a bare handful of legions. If the Emperor would just give me the reinforcements I've requested.
You'll come to the Peace Council then?
Yes, fine. I'll come to this Greybeard Council. For all the good it will do.
Sweet.
I'm
Okay.
telling you.
Need to talk to Agnir
Ulfric's
now.
Planning an attack on Whiterun.
He...
Whoa, cold and snowy again. A little bit. Can't even see where I'm going. It's a blizzard outside. Let me in. Oh, okay. Let's talk to Agnir.
So, you've done it. Men of violence are gathered here, in these halls whose very stones are dedicated to peace. I should not have agreed to host this council. The Greybeards have no business involving ourselves in such matters.
Don't worry, I'll get them to agree to peace.
Peace? I doubt it. They may put their weapons down for a moment, but only to gather strength for the next bloodletting. They are not yet tired of war. Far from it. Do you know the ancient Nord word for war? Season unending. And so it has proved. But regrets are pointless. Here we are,
Here we are.
Take your seat at the council table, and let us see what wisdom we can find among these warriors of Skyrim.
Indeed. Alright. Here we go. Forced diplomacy. Why am I the only one sitting? Okay, guys. There we go. Alright. Damn Thalmor. Am I supposed to sit? I'll sit. Hello, person. Ah, Delphine. And Esbern. Are we gonna begin now?
Now that
There we go.
everyone is here, please take your seats so we can begin.
Come on.
I hope that we have all come here
No.
in the spirit of...
You insult us by bringing her to this negotiation?
Yeah, you know,
You're
I
Chief Talos Hunter?
That didn't take long.
Here, here.
I have every right to be at this negotiation. I need to ensure that nothing is agreed to here that violates the terms of the White Gold Concordat.
She's part of the Imperial delegation. You can't dictate who I bring to this council.
Please, if we have to negotiate the terms of the negotiation, we will never get anywhere. Perhaps this would be a good time to get the Dragonborn's input on this matter.
By Izmir's beard. The nerve of those Imperial bastards, eh? To think that I would sit down at the same table with that Thalmor bitch. Either she walks or I do.
Well, got two options here. Neither of you guys want her here. Thalmor have no business here.
I'm glad we agree on this.
Very well, Ulfric. Enjoy your petty victory. The Thalmor
Get outta here.
with whatever government rules Skyrim. We would not think of interfering in your civil war.
Ha! Skyrim will never bow to the Thalmor. Unlike your Imperial friends here.
You're lucky I respect the Greybeard's counsel, Galmar.
Legate, we represent the Emperor here.
Sorry, sir. It won't happen again.
Now that that's settled, may we proceed?
Yes, may we
Something
proceed?
to say first.
Here we go.
The only reason I agreed to attend this council was to deal with the Dragon Menace. There's nothing else to talk about. Unless the Empire is finally ready to renounce its unjust claim to rule over the free people of Skyrim.
I knew he wouldn't be able
We're
to
here
resist.
arrange a temporary truce to allow the Dragonborn here to deal with the dragons, nothing more. I consider even talking to the Empire a generous gesture.
Are you done? Did you just come here to make speeches, or can we get down to business?
Yes, let's get this over with.
Are we ready to proceed?
Yes.
Jarl Ulfric. General Tullius. This council is unprecedented. We are gathered here at the Dragonborn's request. I ask that you all respect the spirit of High Hrothgar. Do your best to begin the process of achieving a lasting peace in Skyrim. Who would like to open the negotiations?
Yes, let's get down to it. We want control of Markarth. That's our price for agreeing to a truce.
So that's why you're here, Ulfric? You dare to insult the Greybeards by using this council to advance your own position?
Jarl Elisif.
General, this is outrageous. You can't be taking this demand seriously. I thought we were here to discuss a truce.
Elisif, I said I'd handle it. Ulfric, You can't seriously expect us to give up Markarth at the negotiating table. You hope to gain in council what you've been unable to take in battle, is that it?
I'm sure Jarl Ulfric does not expect something for nothing.
Yes, that'd be entirely out of character.
Want in return.
Wait, General, you don't intend to just hand over Markarth to that traitor?
This is how the Empire repays us for our loyalty?
Enough. First, let's be clear. This council wasn't my idea. I think it's a waste of time.
Hey!
You are a traitor to the Empire, and deserve a traitor's death. But I at least will negotiate in good faith. Since we're all here at your request, I'd like to hear what you think Markarth is worth.
Well... Dawnstar.
In exchange for Markarth, the source of most of Skyrim's silver. Hardly. Riften seems like a better choice to me. Well fortified, easily resupplied from across Lake Honric, plus all the mead we can drink.
There are advantages to getting Dawnstar.
Not enough to outweigh the loss of Markarth. With the Reach in enemy hands, our whole position in Solitude would be threatened.
I don't want to go back on that, but I also want this negotiation to be over.
I'm glad you agree. I was starting to wonder whose side you were on here.
You know, Riften for Markarth does seem like a fair trade.
Markarth will be ours. Now we'll see if there's anything behind your talk of good faith.
You disappoint me, Dragonborn. I accepted your invitation on trust in your good name. But it seems you intend to favor Ulfric.
What? What? I just
now,
agreed with you.
This is not a negotiation at all. I know you, Ulfric. If I hand over Markarth, you'll be ready with a new demand. You'll never defeat the Empire, and you know it. But you're willing to sacrifice thousands for your own selfish ambition. Soon enough, I'll have you back under the headsman's axe, and this time there won't be any dragon to save you.
As always, the Empire's fine words are worth nothing.
Stop! Are you so blind to our
Now you're just
pain
arguing.
You can't see past your petty disagreements? Here you sit arguing about nothing, while the fate of the land hangs in the balance.
Is he with you, Delphi? If so, I advise you to tell him to watch his tongue.
He is with me. And I advise you both to listen to what he has to say before you do anything rash.
Don't you understand the danger? Don't you understand what the return of the dragons means? Alduin has returned, the World Eater. Even now he devours the souls of your fallen comrades. He grows more powerful with every soldier slain in your pointless war. Can you not put aside your hatred for even one moment in the face of this mortal danger?
Well said,
I
Esbern.
don't know about the end of the world, but this dragon situation has gotten out of hand. If this truce will help the Dragonborn here put an end to that menace, we both gain. Remember that, Ulfric. Now, back to the matter at hand. You know as well as I do that we can't hand over Markarth on these terms.
Swords, bones, where will these demands end?
I'm listening.
We want compensation for the massacre at Karthwasten.
You slaughtered the very people you claim to be fighting for. True sons of Skyrim would never do such things.
Damned Imperial lies. My men would never stoop to such methods, even in retaliation for your butchery at...
All the blood spilled in this war is on your head.
So, Dragonborn, what do you say?
I'm gonna try to remain neutral. Who's to say what happened to Karthwasten?
Well said. For once you'll actually...
I clicked on the wrong thing. What the heck?
I suppose that's the fairest deal we're likely to get.
It seems we may have an agreement. Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, these are the terms currently on the table. Markarth will be handed over to Ulfric's forces, Jarl Igmund will step down, and Thalmor Silverblood will become the Jarl of Markarth. Stormcloaks will withdraw from the rift, allowing Imperial troops unhindered access. Jarl Leila Lawgiver will step down, and Maven Blackbriar will become the Jarl of Riften.
Blackbriar,
The Stormcloaks will pay appropriate compensation for the massacre at Carthwayston. You both agree to this?
The Sons of Skyrim will live up to their agreements, as long as the Imperials hold to theirs. What about you, Elisif? Are these terms to your liking? Speak up! I'm sure General Tullius is waiting to do your bidding.
I have nothing to say to that murderer. General, you've proven yourself a good friend to Skyrim. I continue to trust that you will do your utmost to safeguard our interests.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. I appreciate your loyalty. The Empire can live with these terms, yes, for a temporary truce, until the dragon menace is dealt with. After that, Ulfric, there will be a reckoning. Count on it.
A reckoning.
Come on, Thalmor.
Oof.
A lot of work to do.
Giving up Markarth is a heavy price for this truce, Dragonborn. I hope it was
Esbern, can I talk to you for a second?
There's a problem. A serious one. I've discovered who the Greybeard's leader really is.
Turns out he's a dragon, but he helped me.
All well and good. But did you know that he was Alduin's chief lieutenant in ancient times? Responsible for terrible atrocities.
Well, the past is the past.
Long in the past, but justice does not count for passage of years. The Blades have been hunting him for centuries, but he was protected by the Greybeards, and then the Emperors. Justice demands that he die for his crimes. Until he is dead, I'm afraid my oath as a Blade prevents me from offering you aid and comfort.
This is not your decision, Esbern. You're sworn to follow me and obey my orders. Oops. Okay. So how can we lure a dragon to Dragon's Reach?
I anticipated the problem. While you were arranging this meeting, I was busy in the library of Skyhaven Temple, an unguessed trove of lost lore. But the important thing is that the Blades recorded many of the names of dragons they slew. Cross-referencing this with Delphine's map of dragon burial sites, I believe I've identified one of the dragons that Alduin has raised up.
And how does that help us?
Don't you see? The names of dragons are always 3 words of power. Shouts.
Okay.
By calling the dragon with a voice, he will hear you wherever he might be.
And why would he come when called?
He's not compelled to, but dragons are prideful by nature and loath to refuse a challenge.
Okay.
Your voice in particular is likely to intrigue this dragon after your victory over Alduin.
Fair enough.
It's very likely that he will be unable to resist investigating your call.
Okay. So what's this dragon's name?
Ah, indeed. I'm no master of the voice, like these worthy gentlemen. But it is written here, in this scroll. Odavin, winged snow hunter, as I read it.
Alright.
Yes, I'm ready to do my part. Just say the word, and my men will help you spring this trap.
Okay, we will trap Odavig in the next episode. So, until then, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye, my awesome people.